Hello YouTube friends, Ben.o.cichlid here. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today I want to talk with you about some peacocks, and in particular the five peacocks that I have in this tank behind me here that I would suggest for you to run out and purchase right now, if not sooner. And what these fish are the fish that I usually think of when somebody tells me that they're stocking something like a 60 or a 75 gallon, and they ask me, okay, what are the fish that you suggest that I put in there? And they're in a tank that size. I think you're gonna do best with peacocks if you really want to get into African cichlids, and there are some in particular. Probably more than five if I'm honest with you, but there's five in particular that I think they just really pop, and they're going to always be fun for you to look at, and they're going to give you a lot of joy, especially as they start to mature and color up. And the way I would suggest that you go about the project is you buy, let's say, 3 or 4 juveniles of each of these, and then let them go ahead and color up, and then pick the best male in the batch, and then you can either sell or give away or rehome the other ones. Along the way, you might even get some fry, but that's a subject for another video. But so here they are, the 5 peacocks, and the first one is this fellow right here that you can see, who's actually staring at my finger, and that is a lemon jake. I really like lemon jakes, and the reason I like them is because they have a beautiful mix of yellow and blue that is throughout the body. This particular lemon jake right here I picked up from Trevor O'Shea, who only sells and offers the best. And so this fish is exceptional in its quality. So certainly I would put lemon jake on the list. Now, that particular type of peacock, a lot like an otter point, which is also a beautiful peacock, an otter point if you can get a hold of one, can sometimes be a little bit on the nippy side, but they don't really grow super fast, super big, so they'll be okay. I think they'll be okay. Mine certainly has been. Another fish which I see creeping here in the bottom of the tank, maybe I can spot him. If not, I'll just tell you about him, is a flavescent. A flavescent is a beautiful peacock. I mean, it's hard to describe. The body coloration, the color throughout the tail, you can see here in some close-ups. A flavescent is just a beautiful peacock, and I highly recommend picking one up if you can. I believe I picked up this one that I have from Imperial Tropicals over in Florida. Another fish that I strongly encourage you to get is a ruby red peacock. I love the red in the body. It's a deep orange and red, but they also get a very different kind of blue in the face, not the usual peacock blue that you see. And so certainly a ruby red would be one that I would recommend. And you can see mine here. He is just a real looker, just a real stunning fish. I also love to have, especially with a tank with a black background, just like with the lemon jake, I love to have yellow. And you can see him right here going into my ear, this guy right here. And this is a yellow, some people call him a Benga sunshine, but he actually has a different name. I'll put it in the, I'll put the scientific names down below in the comments. But I picked him up also from Trevor O'Shea, and just a beautiful shade of yellow with a contrasting darker face. And Just a very beautiful fish, and that yellow, as I mentioned, especially if you have a black background, just really pops, really pops. And my last pick for the top 5 has got to be the blue neon, and maybe a tie with the bicolor 500, because they're both gorgeous fish. My bicolor 500 that I have back here, I picked up from the Cichlid Shack. And I believe the blue neon might have been also from, I don't know if it was Live Fish Direct, or I might have gotten them also from Imperial Tropicals. But you can see them both here. They're just gorgeous fish, beautiful, almost electric colors in the body. And that would be the 5, I guess actually 6 fish that I would suggest when stocking a tank. So especially a tank like, let's say, 60 gallon, 75 gallon, you'll be very happy watching those fish color up, and they'll get along fairly well. The bicolor 500 might be a little bit on the smaller size overall. Will not get on the bigger size of, let's say, the ruby red, but they'll get along okay. And so that's it. Those are the 5 peacocks, and that list, like always, is subject to change without warning. Now, please put your comments below. Be sure to hit that bell, and if you haven't already, so you get notifications. And let me know what your favorite peacocks are. Not just fish in general. Tell me what your favorite peacock African cichlid is. I'd love to hear it. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's it for me.